right, I'm back with Mr. Umar McDowell. I wanted to talk about something I saw, a documentary called Counterpunch. I know it was 2 years ago, but I want to get your thoughts on USA boxing and now with the new regulations as far as no headgear for these young fighters. What's your thoughts on that?
I think they made a big mistake because in the amateurs, right, sort of try to get you ready, for the pro level. So if you don't have any headgear, the same things that happen on a pro level will happen on the amateur level in the open class fighters. When they clash, like, boom. Like I came up in that era when you didn't have to wear headgear as open class fighters, right? And you see these scar tissue, scar tissue, So you won't have a long pro career because, if you still getting, you'll get hit and them gloves are smaller, and those cuts are open right back up, and it'll ruin your career. I think it was a mistake that they took the headgears away.
Because you wouldn't allow a professional fighter, after this fight, he has to take time off.
Right.
Whereas in the USA boxing, like for Olympics trials and stuff like that, you can have a fighter might have 3 fights in that same week.
Right. So, say a guy is competing to get to the international fights, right? In the United States, all right? He's winning. The guy butts him and cut him. They stop the fight on cuts. So he can't represent. He's about the best one that's going to represent this country. So it's like, it's crazy that you biting your own hand, when he could be the one that can really win everything.
Are you finding now, like with the young fighters, instead of going that route to the Olympics, you're not finding the best go to the Olympics, they'd rather take the pro route?
Right, because I don't think that is a great attraction like it used to be. Back in the day, man, everybody wanted to go to the Olympics and represent this country. But now, they make it so hard. We have all these tournaments and, you just got to work so hard to get to that point that a lot of these kids get discouraged. They get to jump on the ones that, that's winning all this international, national stuff, and they'll get there before them,
Has it turned into like how you see in AAU basketball? Once they start getting the eye of like the professions, that one and done in college, where now you find a lot of promotional companies are snatching up the young 16 and 17 year olds and signing them up.
That's right. Yeah, it just cut the glamour of a kid wanting to box. It cut the glamour out, and everybody won't be thinking about turning pro, and the prestige of representing your country and having a flag and standing up on that podium is going to leave because the way they're doing it, it ain't right. So a lot of kids ain't going to wait that long, man. They're going to go on and turn pro and get all the good stuff that come out of that,
Especially now with today's fighters, the flash and everything that they see on the Instagram, that's what these young fighters want.
And it's all about money now. It ain't really how good you are. Is who you know and who can move you the best, and you can skate around all that other crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, I'm glad I got your thoughts on that.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So, all right, this ain't no first rodeo. I ain't no first rodeo. You get a little closer, man.
So this right here, how old were you at the time on this one?
I was about maybe 13, 14.
Oh man, the Youth Inspiration Award, that's for helping the youth. Oh. What was that experience like, meeting Van Holyfield?
Man, it was cool. It was real cool. Like, he was here in Baltimore. He was here for the grand opening of his men's health clinic. And we was in a parade, had a little parade for him, and we was just riding around and stuff and marching in the parade with him. But look at that right there. See if you recognize that.
Oh, champion Francois Cruz. I saw her at the fights the other night.
Yep, she started off here.
Really? That I didn't know. She started out here. Wow. A lot of history here.
Yeah. Yep.
A lot of history here. Oh man, got the trophies here
Yeah.
over the years.
And see how we keep the kids coming back. The first boxing trophy, the first trophy they win goes to the gym. And that'll keep them coming back so they can keep winning and winning and winning, taking their trophies home. So every kid that come in here, we get the first winning trophy.
Oh wow.
So that'll inspire them to keep it up, you know, so they can keep coming back and winning that trophy.
I wanted to come in here into the boxing area because you said something that was important. You said you like it small because you can keep an eye on everything.
That's right. You know, you got them big gyms, man. You have kids hiding and stuff, you know. But right here, I can stand right here, and I can see everything that's going on. Everything. You know, if they dropping their hands, they got their head up, or they, you know, anything that deals with helping them be better. And there ain't no shortcuts to success. You know, a lot of times they think there's little shortcuts. Ain't no shortcuts to success, man. You know? So, this situation here, I can just stand anywhere in here and see them dropping their hands or dragging their foot or got their chin up or whatever, you know, and you can keep them in check, you know. But like I say, them big gyms, man, them kids can hide like I don't know what. And they don't realize that they're hiding from themselves.
They're just hurting themselves when they do that.
Because eventually, they're going to run into somebody that's been paying attention.
Because
You know,
unlike
and
other
hide.
sports where you have a teammate, you
Right.
in there by yourself.
Right, but boxing by yourself, and you got to have faith and belief in the people that's in your corner. And see, too, there's a difference between a trainer and a coach. But if you got all of them in one person, you got something great going on.
You know, explain that.
See, a trainer are the ones that put the technique in you. A coach is the one that brings it out.
Out of you. Okay, I get it.
Right?
I get
So
it.
there's a difference between a trainer and coach. But if you have a trainer and a coach all in one, you got something great going on. But you know, it's just some people they coach, right? They can't train. See? But they have to have an understanding that what this guy has in them, it brings it out. But someone has to put that information in it. And that's what the trainer does. And the coach brings it out. So a lot of times you might see a guy, right, with a kid or an adult that's a trainer, right? But he's also a coach because he's in the corner, right? He's running everything, right? So he can train you and he can bring it out of you. And it's beautiful when you have that.
You know, I also heard, explain the difference between a fighter and a boxer.
Yeah, well, a fighter is a guy that inflicts his will on you no matter what. A boxer keeps him from inflicting his will on you. You know? See, because say like, I'm a fighter, man. You know, I'm going at you. I'm hitting you on your hip. I'm hitting you upside your head. I'm punching you in your butt. You know, I'm getting off on you, right? But a boxer, you know, with his expertise and his movements, he can keep you off, you know? He can keep you out with that jab. He moving and turning. But a fighter, man, he coming no matter what. Hitting you everywhere. And a prime example of that is Sean Porter. Sean Porter's a fighter.
He's going to bring 100 miles an hour.
That's right. He's going to be on you. And it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a good test for Spence. It's going to be a good test.
Who you got winning that fight?
I'm kind of leaning towards Sean Porter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because that's going to be the first big test. He never had nothing like that. He ain't never had nobody trying to assault him. You know, this man's going to assault you. If he hit you, he'll hit you on your ankle. He'll hit you on your hip. He'll hit you in your ribs. He'll hit you in the back. He'll hit you everywhere, man. You know, and if you never had anything like that, hey, might be a shocker.
Now, let's say if he was to get past Porter,
Uh-huh.
will that fight ever happen between him and Crawford?
It could be. It could happen. But I like Bud, man. I watched Bud come up from a pup, man.
Do you feel he gets the respect in the boxing world?
Well, he's sort of skillful like Floyd Mayweather, right? You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna stay there and take all that dumb stuff. You know, the whole premise of boxing is hitting and not getting hit. And he's very good at that. And, you know, he deserved to be in the picture. But what has anybody else done to prove that they should be in the picture? You know, everybody ain't been fighting the fights that they should fight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying the welterweight division, man, is a hot division.
Loaded.
Yeah, and I guess everybody trying to make their money first and then meet up and make the big money.
Can you blame him?
No, I can't blame him because, you know, like boxing on that level is a 5-year span. After that 5 years, man, you'll start to see things deteriorate. Everybody had their time. Everybody had their time. If you pay attention to this, you know, the ones that was out there, right? 5 years, boom, gone. The other one, 5 years, gone, boom. There's always somebody waiting in the wing to come up. But it's a 5-year span between all of them. If you really look at it, start thinking about it, 5 years, boom, it's gone.
Are you surprised at like a Manny Pacquiao, for example, being 40 years old?
Manny Pacquiao is special. He's special, you know, and you don't really run into many guys like him. That's why he's the only one out there that's doing it like that. You know, Bernard Hopkins had some time. Floyd had some time, you know, but they are the ones that know how to box, that know how to fight and box. And they know how to win. Once you know how to win, you know, it's good. You'll be around a minute. But a lot of people don't know how to win. And they don't last that long.
Now, I got to ask you about the heavyweight division with Joshua and Ruiz. Why do you think that fight's happening in Saudi Arabia? Money?
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what? Not making an excuse up for Joshua. You heard like what happened to him, right? Mm-hmm. He got knocked out in the gym. He went into the fight with a concussion. Like we were talking about earlier. A lot of things happened in the gym before the fight. So with so much money that was involved, they had to go on with it. He took a chance. And that guy hit him in that spot.
The sweet spot.
Yeah, and it irritated that concussion. And he couldn't compete. But it's going to be a different fight the next fight. I know it will be. If he don't get knocked out again in training.
And that was one of the things that you were talking about, going too hard and when he's the money man.
Yeah. You know, it makes perfect sense. You know?
I appreciate your time.
All right, bro.
All right.